Hi everyone, it's Donnie and you are watching Diamond Painting by Donnie. I have here today a post review and I'm seeing some flaws. Of course I am. Now that I'm in the light, I did this in the living room over a couple of nights of watching television. It took me about 8 hours. Just to refresh you on this, I bought this from the Meian official store, and it cost me $8.54. It took 15 days to arrive, and my first impression on this was a 10 out of 10. This one is the one that came in a box for something this size, which was a big shocker. Because something this small normally does not come in a box. I did not iron this whatsoever. I did get it flat just by having it flat, leaving it out. There is this crease here because this is where I had bent it over when I was diamond painting in the living room, and I had bent it around my light pad. But I'm not worried about that. You really can't see it when it's straight on. When you're looking straight on, you can because of the lighting and everything. But when it's up like this, you can't see that crease. I mean, it looks extremely flat, and I didn't do anything special to it. This is the first time I've actually used my post review checklist and actually giving a post score on a diamond painting. So I didn't give this a name. I think I just called it Rhinestone Unicorn. I can't remember. But let's see. I don't have an original photo of it either. The one that I have from the store is this one right here. So this is what they advertised it to look like when it's finished. And this is what mine looks like. Obviously mine's is more beautiful because it's actually not just a printout from the computer. And I really think it is beautiful. I mean, it's nice and sparkly. I mean, there's special shapes and everything to it. And let's see. How did the beads adhere to the canvas? Well, I wrote down that the glue was quite slippery, and as I was opening up this video, I noticed one of them had slipped off. And that's probably because I had it sitting out in the living room where I do my work. Something may have gotten set on top of it because not everybody in this house appreciates fine art like I do. What I was noticing when I was fixing that, I don't know if you can see the purples? Let's see, I'll get my tweezers and point it out here. These purples right here. I'm noticing that they have a different, like they've lost some of their color. Yeah, right there. Let me get the other end of it. This one right here, it's like white. It's supposed to be purple. And then two over from it, this one as well. Let me see, right here. That one and that one. And I normally, if I catch those, I will replace them. Which I'm still going to replace them since I do still have everything, all my leftovers and everything sitting right here. And I see another blue one down here like that. When you're sitting in the dark with just an overhead lamp, you can't always see things like that. They also seem like they're not as tall. Like they're just defected in some sort of way. But the slippery glue wasn't so bad because I was able to actually place them easier because I would just if I would pull one out and it would be upside down, I'd be able to move it around, or if I got it on the wrong spot, I could move it to the next spot easy enough. And especially with like placing these stars, which were a little bit hard to do. I did put the bigger ones on with my fingers. Having it slippery was nice so that I could position them in the right spot better. But one of the things that I did notice is like that one right there. I spent a lot of time repositioning gems because they didn't cover the training wheels around them all the way. And I don't like for that white area to be showing, so I would constantly be moving them around trying to get it to cover up. And trying to find where it was now. Yeah, like up in here. I mean, it's just a tiny, tiny bit, but still, I don't feel it should be showing at all, those little white spots. So that took me a lot of time messing with that, especially with the light pad being on. I could tell when the white was showing through. And so, yeah, that took a lot of my time of the 8 hours was doing that. Let's see, did I discover any problems with the canvas? Not seen in the unboxing. Pinching, buckling, or missing areas of glue tape. No, there were no problems. It's just the fact that I don't know if it's me or if it was me not placing them properly directly on top of them, because I don't work directly over, so I don't see the full thing. I mean, I work on it at an angle. But that shouldn't matter. See, like this whole row, it's like bugging me because I can move it back and it covers it, but because it's already stuck to the glue, it's not wanting to move from its original position that I had it in. But I think that's just me being very picky, but I don't feel that those rings should show through. And as I'm looking at it and talking about it, I'm seeing more and more of them. And so here I am fixing them again. The diamonds, there was very little garbage. My problem is when I work in the living room and I pull my garbage out and put it in a tray, I don't go out there very often, and people tend to just toss things on the table that I use for my storing my stuff, and they get knocked over constantly. So my diamond tray does not stay filled with my garbage tray doesn't stay filled with my garbage. It gets, it ends up on the carpet under my chair. So I do remember though that there was very little garbage that I had to pull out. I didn't have any problems with the paint coming off of these at all. I didn't have a single one where I placed it on and I pulled my pen back and I still have the gem in there, but the color, the layer of paint was still on the painting. I didn't have that issue whatsoever. Like I did with one of my other, when I did the Siberia Tiger, I'll link that post review right here. I had that issue a lot when pulling back my drill pin. It would leave the paint on there and I would have to scrape it off and hope that there was enough glue left on there for the next gem to be put on there, and hope that it kept the paint on the gem as well. So no issues with that whatsoever this time. So I actually find that these were better quality than the other ones that I used on that one. And the leftovers, let's see, I just had them. Here are the leftovers. I actually had something left over from every color, every shape. And there were only 12 colors and they all fit into this. Even the hearts, you can see there, I have 3 hearts left. I have several stars. I even have a couple of the large purple AB finished ones. And even these other pinkish orange AB finish. I had several of those left over. I had quite a bit of these gold stars, and every other color, there's quite a bit. I mean, especially this red color here. There's a lot in the gold. It just was amazing how much extra I had, and the fact that I didn't even have to toss hardly anything out. And the ones I did have to toss out, they were mainly because they had like an edge that wasn't completely round. And if I had to, if I ran out, I would have easily been able to use it, and it really wouldn't have been noticeable. So they weren't that bad of defects, but they were just things where I actually was able to afford to pull them off and not use them. And then, of course, there's these that I'm seeing now. And as I'm looking at this, I only see the 3 that I just found, those 2 purples and then this 1 blue. And those are the only ones I see that are like that. And so all in all, the gems were in really good shape. I mean, this isn't an extremely large painting. There wasn't a lot that needed to be drilled, but still, it took 8 hours to do. And that means, you know, there was enough for it to, you know, have that possibility of there being something wrong with more than just 3 out of however many I did. So I think that's really good. Oh, and I see a red one right there too. That's the same way. I don't know, can you tell? Yeah, you can tell when I pull it up there, especially that red one right there. You can see it's not shiny like the others. See, it's the one right here on the end. From a distance, you can see that it's not full of color like the others are. Well, now that I say that, you can't really tell. Of course. Wait, because I was looking at the wrong row. It's this row right here. That one on the end. I said on the end, so I was looking at the wrong one. So yeah, you can see right there that it's like, it looks white or silver when it's supposed to be red. And that blue one, yep, I can see it right there in the viewfinder. Down here. Right there. So yeah, those are the only ones and the only type of defect, you know, that I'm seeing now, other than the couple that I said that I had when I was doing the diamond painting. I probably won't even cover this. I won't do a sealant on this because, for one thing, I don't think it's good to seal the rhinestone type paintings. And for 2, this is going to go into my book, the scrapbook that I bought that's 30 by 30. This is the perfect size for that, and it will be behind a protective sheet. So I won't have to worry about dust or hair or lint or anything getting on it. And this will be the first one to go in there because I haven't put any of my other ones in there yet. But I will trim this down so it'll fit. And one day, if I want to, I will frame it one day because it's going to go on the wall right next to my the spectral, I call it the spectral wolf that I have. It has the same background, the celestial stars. But until then, it'll sit in my book to keep it from getting dirty. And let's see. I had a lot of fun doing this because there were quite a few different colors and shapes. And the colors, it didn't take me long to do. I mean, I was on a roll. I was able to just go and do a whole row, and all of a sudden it was done. And that's what I like about these, because they don't have to be perfectly lined up in a row. They have more of a shape to them and curves. And, you know, having that once in a while, really, it really is nice to just break the monotony of a regular diamond painting. And adding that extra sparkle doesn't hurt either. And it's just seeing it finished really made me, you know, happy I finally got something done, because I don't get much time to diamond paint, if any, lately. And this, I actually finished it. It had to have been last month. I didn't even realize it had been that long. It's been a couple of weeks. Well, this is only the 12th, so yeah, last month. So it looks like I finished it probably around November 28th. That's about right. And let's see, I didn't need to communicate with the store at all. And so there was no need to contact them because there was nothing wrong with it. It came, I mean, I was shocked. I was super happy it came in a box. And right there, that just showed me, you know, some quality from this company, that, you know, they care about something. like how your diamond paintings arrive. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever ordered from them. So I had never had an experience with them. I've heard of the company and I've heard other people order from them and that they liked them. And this was just the first time I found something from the company that, you know, caught my eye without actually just going to their store and looking around. So I may just look around and see if there's something else that they have that I like and maybe order it. Because that's, you know, what I'm really looking for is for companies that are good to keep ordering from. You know, I'm also looking for those companies that I have not ordered from before so that I can see firsthand and let you guys know how they are, what they're all about. So let's look at the scoring guide here. We've got 3 points for overall look of the finished canvas. Well, I think it looks awesome. So I'm going to give it the 3 points. It gets 2 points for bead quality. It will get the full 2 points because, like I said, there was hardly anything worth tossing out. 2 points for the fun factor. I definitely had fun. I didn't want to stop. I wanted to keep watching TV in the living room so that I could keep working on it because, you know, I was having fun with it. And the canvas condition was good. There's no issues with it. Like I said, it actually flattened out really nicely. And the symbol clarity was very easy to read. I mean, these symbols were not your normal symbols, and they made it very easy to tell one from the other. And it'll automatically get the 1 point for communication because I didn't have to communicate with them because everything was just on the up and up and really good. No need to communicate. So this gets a 10 out of 10 for the post review. It also had a 10 out of 10 for the first impression. And I forgot to let you know that you can go back and watch that right here. It wasn't that long ago that I actually posted it. And I've been waiting to do this post review for that video to post because I actually finished this before I even posted the unboxing of it. And so now with both having 10 out of 10, they come together and average to a 10 out of 10. Go figure. So that's it for this. I can't believe I spoke 19 minutes on this. I'm kind of shocked. I didn't think I would have that much to say, but yeah, I enjoyed it. And if you've been looking at it and thinking about getting it, I would highly recommend it. It was a perfect example of something to do in a short period of time, something that you can have a young one do. Tesla would have had fun doing this, but yeah, you know, her interest level doesn't last very long. So, and she's got a million projects, diamond paintings and everything to do. So I did it. And yeah, I hope you liked this video. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And I'm not going to do a daily question of the day for this one because honestly, I've run out of questions and I need to go refurbish them. So take care, everyone. Have fun diamond painting, and don't forget to sparkle wherever you go and whatever you do. Bye-bye.